Hey, welcome to Deal Breakers with Dave and Cody. Give me some.
What is up? You guys ready
I'm
for
excited.
a show,
It's
man?
gonna be a good day today.
Tony, what's up on Facebook?
Hey.
Let's get it, brother.
Awesome. All right, so if you haven't watched the show before, maybe this is the first time you're watching, this show is called Deal Breakers. We're about breaking down the deal. What's keeping you from getting the deal? What's in your way? What can you overcome? Those types of things. We do live role playing. We do sales training. We talk about all kinds of different things that might keep you from being successful.
Yep.
Today's show is about beating the competition. Who's your competition? And we'll get to that in a second. But first things first is live role play. This is the action that we get the most comments about.
Yep.
This is me against you, and this is unscripted.
This is true.
We just had a conversation 2 minutes ago about how we love the fact that this is unscripted. This is not something we plan out.
I have no clue what we do every week.
No clue until we sit down right here.
I love it.
And that's the way it is, and that's the way we like it. So first things first, we've started doing this with every show. Hey, share this. Share this.
Dude, do me a favor, man. Share this
on
out.
Facebook if you're watching.
Don't do it for me.
This.
Do it for Dave. Do it for Dave
and
today.
We have do it for Dave. Do it for Dave.
That'd
We
be a
have
slogan.
a conference coming up in October. If you don't know about it, 8% Nation Conference. We're going to give away a ticket today for somebody that shares on Facebook and tags one of their friends. We'll get share and tag
gets you a chance to win a free ticket to 8%.
Entered for that, and we will announce who wins after the show.
I love
that. Share that and tag somebody and get yourself entered in. So first things first, we've been doing this the last few shows. I want to continue to do this as a warm-up. It's called Answer a Question with a Question. It's just a little game, so to speak. Tennis match. I'm going to ask a question. He's going to ask one back in the same vein. He's not going to answer the question. He's going to ask another question, and it's a tennis match. We're going to go back and forth. And last week we talked about, at some point we may do a show where the entire show is question with a question.
After last week, it probably could work
After last week. So we're going to start with that. Then we're going to do some live role play where we're pick your poison. He's going to pick some injections out of the hat, and we're going to go through that. So question with a question.
Okay.
Are you excited about the conference coming up in October?
Will you be there? Will you be at the conference, Dave?
Do you think I would miss it?
Are you more excited about Grant Cardone or Ray Lewis?
Are you talking about Ray Lewis, the NFL Hall of Famer?
Is he about to be inducted?
I thought he already was inducted, wasn't he?
Do you think Cardone will steal the show?
Have you seen this guy speak before?
Do you feel Tim Story will be the best speaker there?
Who is Tim Story?
I took an extra second.
Who is Tim Story? It's fun. It's
What's up, DM?
It's an exercise. In a sales presentation, you wouldn't do it that way.
No.
You would ask one question, two questions. You would get a conversation. The reason why we do it is because too many times we are trying to think about what we want to say next. I want to tell you this. I want to tell you that. And we want to do that. We want to give all that away, but we should be asking questions and getting engagement from the other person. And so it's an exercise for that.
What's up,
so
Dylan?
good.
Yep.
Share this on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, comment. The Pick Your Poison today that we're doing, I have 3 in here.
Okay.
And they are 3 objections that that agents gave us last week.
Ooh,
so
okay, good.
You know, if you've got an objection you want us to tackle, if we don't get to it on the show live, we will get to it at the next show.
So
that's what these are.
Shoot,
so,
I love that.
Awesome. So got the leads hat.
Then we get warmed up here.
We're going to do this. We got 3 in there. We'll pick 2 of them out and we'll try this. So here we go.
Let's do it. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Which one do you guys want me to pick? Maybe someday.
Maybe someday. If you missed last week's show, by the way, we sold each other different things, right?
One was a season.
We need to put that out. Yeah, I sold you a color and you sold me a season.
That's right.
So that's fun too. But this one today is maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
So they're uncommitted, basically. Yeah. So I'm the customer. You're selling me. Just give me a closing line, and then I'll give you maybe someday.
Okay. Dave, would you prefer to go ahead and move forward with, what are you thinking? 15,000 or 10,000 of coverage?
Oh, I just think I just don't know. Maybe someday, maybe at some point, I'll be ready to do this.
Okay. No, I'm with you completely. I've got clients that said that exact same thing. Wouldn't it be nice if this is something that, you could get off your plate, go ahead and take time out of the equation? I mean, you plan on owning something like this in the future, am I right?
Correct.
Yeah. So why don't we go and do this? Why don't we take that burden off your plate? You don't have to think about it anymore. It's something you want to do, something you planned on doing, something you wanted information about anyway. Let's take time out of the equation. Let's just see if we can get you approved. And if we can, you know what? I think it'd be easy. It'd be nice to just go ahead and get it out of the way. So you know what? Why don't we see if we can get you approved? Does that sound good?
That's good. That's good. That's really good. You took that completely away.
Thanks, bro.
You took that completely away. So, one of my thought process, and we'll get to the second one here in a second.
Yep.
One of my thought processes that I teach in sales training is you got to find the issue and use the issue, right? You found several things in that. You've asked for information before. You know that it's a good idea. You found that thing and then use that to overcome that objection. The example that I give the sales guys is if I have a home improvement project and I need to have a certain size hole drilled in the wall, I go to Lowe's or some home improvement store, and I need to get a drill and a drill bit. Let's just say I don't have one. They could try to sell me a ladder. They could try to sell me paint. They could try to sell me all kinds of things, but none of those things fit the hole.
Right.
The problem. What I'm really wanting is the hole, and you've got to find that. You've got to find that issue, find that solution, or find that problem of urgency, of the issue, or whatever it is, and then you've got to fill that. But once you find it, you can use it, and that's what you did. You used it. It was great.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. What's up, Cornell? Dude says, hey, good afternoon, fellas. Yes, Tim is phenomenal. Grant is amazing. And Ray for inspiration. All right,
inspiration.
Cool,
there you go.
Sales from Grant, motivation from Ray. I can see that.
Awesome. Here we go. All right, pick your poison.
2.0, 2.0. Hey, wouldn't it be nice if these were tougher? Am I right?
Give us some objections.
Oh, okay, good. Call me another time.
Call me another time. So this is you calling. Call me another time. Right now is not good. I've got a screaming baby in the background. I've got grilled cheeses on the in the kitchen that I'm cooking right now. Now's not a good time. Will you call me another time?
Perfect. I'll be super brief. I'll be in your area on Friday. Should I go ahead and drop that off in the morning or the afternoon? Because when that happens, there's the time of they answer the phone. If it was their daughter that they were talking to, would they take an extra few seconds, even though they were burning the grilled cheese,
right.
Spanking the baby and watching Oprah? Like they would still take a second, right? So I'm going to take a few seconds, let them know, hey, I'll be super brief. But if we pause, if we don't know what to say, if we just agree and then it's over.
If we agree and accept, if we become reasonable and accept their reason, then it's over. You've got.
But if we say, hey, I understand, I'll be super brief, ask a question.
Walk right around it and get the one thing that you're calling for.
Yep.
That's great. I'll be brief. This is the one thing I'm calling for. Boom.
Completely.
Awesome. Very good.
That's a good one, though. I like that.
So
we get that a lot as a salesperson.
Yeah, well,
a
absolutely.
whole lot.
It's an automatic smoke screen. People pull that up all the time. It's their way of not. They don't want to be mean to you.
Yep.
They don't want to say whatever. They want to say, call me another time.
I had a sponsor trying to tell me that a couple days ago. Monday,
Really?
said, hey, you know what, dude, call me back tomorrow. And I'm like, you know what, perfect, I can do that.
Yeah. But while we're here,
while we're on the phone, it looks like you're wanting to do this. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. Very cool. So, pick your poison. Today's subject is beat your competition. So, I want to talk a little bit about your competition.
Who wants to freaking beat up on their competition?
Chime in if anybody has any opinions or, who are you competing with? Like, an insurance agent may feel like they're competing with, on price with other insurance carriers that they don't have. Who is it that you feel like is your competition? Now,
everybody thinks that differently too.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what I think, and here's what I think you think also.
Yeah.
From what I've seen from you, is that the only competition that you have is yourself. Yesterday, your yesterday version, whatever it is, the last time you did this, and that's the way I think. Like I'm the guy that.
Yeah. Psyching yourself out.
Yeah. I'm the guy that
not taking action.
Tries to get to work faster every day.
Yeah.
Like it took me 17 and a half minutes today. I'm going to beat that, you know, tomorrow.
Exactly.
That kind of thing. Everything with me is a competition. And and this is why I believe this, the only thing that is keeping you from being more successful is your version of yourself.
Yep.
And so you're really competing against yourself, and you need to beat the person you were yesterday, or the person you were 5 minutes ago, because you really have no cap. You really have no limit on your potential. Tim Story talks about that, and we're going to show a video here in a second. But he talks about how your almost life. I almost made it big. I almost, had a date with that girl.
He's good at that too.
It's your almost life, and you're capping yourself by living in an almost life. There really is no cap to your potential. You're the only one that is putting a cap to your potential.
Quick story to exactly this, what we're talking about right now. I was telling everybody about how I did that new hanging.
Oh yeah, I still haven't done that.
100-second hanging challenge to where the bar can spin and you got to hang for 100 seconds and it's really tough. Like some of the most in shape people in the world can't even do it. They'll get down to like 5-10 seconds.
All forearm kind of thing.
It's mostly it's a lot of grip, a lot of forearm, and a lot of tricep, a lot of like lats and shoulders, like all through here.
Okay.
But what's funny is I did it at the fair.
Right.
I'd already seen it on video. I knew it was super tough.
Right.
Like it sounds easy, okay, because if you pay a $10, if you can hang for 100 seconds on this spinning bar, you'll win $100.
Okay.
Super popular. I did it at the fair. I only hung for about 1:10, so I had about 30 seconds left.
That's good.
But I left thinking, I'll probably never be able to do this. Last night, I got down to 10 seconds.
Really?
I made a homemade version.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going back to the fair on Friday night. I'm not letting that thing beat me, man. That bothered me. That bothered me so bad. But I'm freaking building one in my basement and practicing.
Yeah.
A lot of it I learned, though, was my mind.
Oh, yeah.
Because last night I was more mentally strong that, hey, dude, you can hang on just a little longer.
I can do this, yeah.
And before I know it, I'm down to 10 seconds.
I did the same thing with push-ups over time. I had somebody bet me one time that I couldn't do 500 push-ups in a day. And I was like, well, I don't know if I can or not. And so I started working on it, and I ended up doing. I won the bet. Jeez. Because I'm not going to lose.
Exactly.
I did it within about a week. I trained for about a week.
Wow.
Because I was already doing some, but I'm like, you don't realize what you're capable of if you could put limits on yourself, right?
So
Take those
true.
Limits off.
So true. I literally thought would never be able to do that. You probably thought it initially with the whole push-up thing, and before you know it, eventually, you can overcome that. A lot of that stuff is mental.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's more mental than actually physical.
Oh yeah.
Like
for sure.
seriously.
For sure. And we're talking about physical things, but the mentality of I can only do so much has got to go away.
Completely.
You've got to be able to beat yourself and beat the competition.
Completely.
Awesome. Share this if you're watching on Facebook.
Yep.
Give us some comments. Give us good comments, bad comments. Doesn't matter. Give us objections that you want us to tackle.
Yeah.
Check out the 8% Nation website. Look at that. We're going to be giving away a ticket to our conference, October 26th, 27th.
Yep.
If you share and you tag somebody, we're going to be giving away that ticket. So today, the word of the day is competition. The word of the day is competition. So if you can call in 833-40-AGENT, and if you're looking for leads, if you're looking for coaching or training or scripting,
we got it.
Appointment setting or whatever those cases are, whatever you need to help build a consultation, just to help find the hole. Maybe we've got the drill bit for it. Give us a call, 833-40-AGENT. If you use the word of the day, competition, then coaching will be 50% off today.
Dang.
Yeah.
If you're a competitive individual and you think you can improve, and you're not one of those people that say, "Hey, I'm hit my cap, man."
Yeah, I can't understand somebody that says I've hit my cap.
Why would people think that? That's mental.
It is mental. Success. I told you this the other day.
And you are mental for thinking that.
Success is like air. It's like the breath of air.
Yeah.
The last success you just had was important. The last breath of air you just had was important.
Completely.
But it sure as heck isn't as important as the next one. If you're not going to get another one, that's the last breath of air you get. The next success is more important than the last one. So you've got to keep improving. All right. So, hey, Rance. Yep. Would you give us what do you think about my beat the competition subject? What do you think about that?
I think you brought up some really good points. I think that
what am I missing?
Self-doubt can really get in the way of some people. you know, there's a lot of things, a lot of little negative things that you think. Maybe you don't have a belief in yourself, belief in your abilities. Maybe you've had a rough patch. There's a lot of stuff that you can come across.
Self-awareness is a big thing, man.
Right,
Self-awareness.
Exactly. If you can become self-aware, then you know where you need to improve, and you know that you can improve.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the biggest thing.
There's no cap on that.
Exactly.
Speaking of improvement, I mean, how do you think the Lakers are going to do this year?
Speaking of, they won 35 games last year.
You think they'll win 36 this year?
I think they're going to win 52.
52?
So there you go.
Man.
So you can do the same thing as an agent. You know, all you have to do is just, you know, skill up, level up. You know, get some better skills, learn a little bit more, try some different tactics, and you know, you can take 2 sales in a week all the way to 10 sales.
Absolutely, absolutely. Rance is our
Thanks, Rance.
Rance Daddy is our lead guru, our head
Rance
of
the rapper and Lakers
Rance
source.
the rapper and Lakers fan now. Well, no, he's always been a Lakers fan.
He's always been a Lakers fan.
Now he's a LeBron fan. So
This is true.
So yeah, very cool. All
Thank you, buddy.
So competition, beat your competition. Word of the day is competition. Let's go to real quick, Dylan, if you've got that video of the Tim Story speech. I'd like to.
Dude, this is such a good video. Like if it's don't jack you the freak out.
The
man.
the almost life. Check this out from Tim Story. He's going to be speaking at our conference in October.
There are 3 levels of living: almost, most, and utmost. Almost means not quite. I almost was happy. Match.com almost worked. I almost lost the weight. I was raised in an almost family to start. My mother is Spanish, Vicentita Gonzalez, and she had a 6th grade education, worked at a place called Winchell's Donut Shop. Anybody ever been there? My father, steel worker, Bethlehem Steel, 10th grade education. And so when we wanted Converse tennis shoes, we almost got Converse. Levi's, we got Levi's. So you almost start getting stuck in an almost life. Try that, say stuck in an almost life. Even though I was trapped in an almost situation, I am an utmost person. See, the real you will make a demand on the you that you've become. You were never created to be almost, nor were you created to be most. To be most means there's a ceiling. If I was to let go a helium balloon today, even though the ceilings are so high, there's a ceiling. But where you're headed in 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, there is no ceiling. Somebody clap if you believe that.
Hey, welcome back to Deal
What
Breakers.
is up, man?
Tim Story, man. I tell you, this guy with the almost life, and I love the way he speaks and the passion and enthusiasm
Yes.
that he has.
He's good.
And he's a game changer. He's a winner. He's going to be at our
100%.
conference, 8% Nation, in October.
He is the best public speaker I've ever seen.
Wow.
And I got to see him in Vegas, and I'm telling you what, I knew we had to get him at the conference because he is redonkulous.
That's really good. Share this, comment, give us a question to answer, something that maybe an objection that you've dealt with. If we don't get to it live here on the show, we'll get to it next week in Pick Your Poison.
Okay.
We got one more to go here from today, and this is something that somebody gave us last week. So I'll just, you don't need to pick it out of the hat. There it is.
Aha.
I don't have the money. I don't have the money. I like it. I really do. And I think what you're saying to me sounds like a really great deal. I don't have the money right now.
Some people would take this and say, that's exactly why you should do it. But I don't agree with that, especially in our business. When someone does that and says, I don't have the money, I get it. I've been there too. I've had clients that were there. Mm-hmm. But none of us really know our budget, you know what I mean? And we've always got a little bit of excess funds to really help take care of this. Mm-hmm. Tell me this though. put money aside for a second. Take me back to what really got you thinking about this. What took you to the moment to really respond and to really, what really got you in this mode where you're like, hey, I need to talk to somebody about, protecting that.
I had a recent death in the family, and after seeing what the family went through, I thought that it'd be a good idea for me to really look into this.
Wow. Dude, I commend you for taking those steps, and I apologize for your loss, and sorry that you had to go through that. It really wakes us up, doesn't it?
It does.
When stuff like it happens, it wakes us up. It makes us realize how important every breath is, and how prior planning and how important that is. And so I commend you for sitting with me today. Let's do this. I'll find the best deal I can. I'll make sure that, when I walk out of here, you're super happy and that you feel at peace with our decision today. Let me do this. We won't get down to your budget and ask for specific, what can you afford and all that. I'm just going to give you 3 options that I think are really good, that I think that you can find in your budget because I can tell how important this is to you. Let's do this. Let's do $15,000, $12,000, and $10,000. You're looking at $80, $60, and $40. It comes with all the benefits. Something that's clearly important to you. It speaks to you in your heart. It's important that you feel like you go ahead and make a decision and get this over with, and plan for your family. Which of these 3 are you most comfortable with? Seriously.
That's good. That's very good. I don't know how you turn that. I don't know how you turn you down.
Thanks,
That's
buddy.
good. But
That's
it's
good,
the
though.
same type of thing, right? We know that it's important. You go back to that hole, that problem, whatever it is. You go back to that, and you reinforce the importance of it, because the truth of it is we all do have the money to spend on what we feel like is important.
Yep.
We really do.
Why is it that some would, instead of going to that and focusing on why is it that some would say, well, why would a lot of us jump to the price, jump to how much? Like, okay, well, you know what do you think your budget allows, or how much could you afford? Like, why do we go there first? Because it's easy, or?
I don't know. Why do we go there? I think it's just a hurdle for us. Like everybody that I've talked to in different sales genres has a hurdle. When they hear this one, they automatically accept it. When they hear that one, they automatically accept it. One of the things we teach in our coaching is if you have a hurdle and you know that, man, 70% of the people I talk to say they don't have any money. If you feel like that's your hurdle that you let down on and you accept, that's the other thing too. When you start talking about price, you've accepted this as an actual thing, whereas you didn't. You walked around it. But the thing that we teach is if you have this hurdle and you feel like this hurdle is always breaking you down, put it up closer to the front. Like attack it publicly, verbally. Hey, I know I'm going to show you some things, and man, the company is great and the benefits are great, and I'm going to show you a few things that you're going to really love. And you may feel like when you get to the end of this, you may feel like that you don't have the funds to do that today, but I want you to know that we're going to work together to figure out a way to make this work for you. Does that sound good to you? I mean, put it right up there in the front.
Exactly.
Then it's not. Then they can't bring that up.
Attack it.
If they do bring it up, it's well. You're right. You brought it up earlier, and I feel like I don't have the money to do this. Well, we're going to work together to figure this out.
We talked about sticking together.
And what does that mean? We're going to work together. All that means is I'm going to give you 1, 2, and 3, or 4, 5, and 6, or we're going to figure out one that you can do. But we're working together. And if it's your hurdle, whatever your hurdle is that's stopping you, put it up front. Put it up in the top of the presentation, so that you don't, number 1, for your sake, that you don't accept that, but number 2, for theirs, so it's never an issue anymore.
Rather than dude, that's strong. Like, if you guys can't learn from like what just happened, like the last 120 seconds, that's been the best 120 seconds we've ever had on this show, probably. It was unreal. Yeah. But I do know this. Rather than, if you notice too, both of us got super genuine. Rather than getting my enthusiastic, crazy self, getting all jacked up and excited, and
it's
bring it down, focus on the relationship.
Caring. It's caring.
It's caring. They feel it. It's
undeniable.
you got to mean it.
It's undeniable.
You can't fake it. Like,
you're not chasing a dollar. You're
not in that moment.
No, not in that moment. It's an actual genuine moment, and that's why, those that fake it and just chase dollars and hard close and have policies canceling on them all the time and so on and so forth, those are never gonna, because it's not that way. I mean, we may chase dollars to motivate ourselves to sell more, But when you're in the moment with somebody, it's got to be about caring and taking care of them, and because they're going to be able to see it otherwise. They're going to be able to feel it.
And the people that try to grab a sale when they're in a sale are the ones that they grab the low-hanging fruit,
Right.
and they try to do the quantity play rather than the quality play.
Yes.
And they end up with a lower closing rate.
Yep. Lower commissions, lower everything. I mean,
Yep.
it's easy. And you asked, the original question you asked is, why do we do that? Why do we go straight to the numbers or straight to the price?
Naturally, yeah.
It's bad habit. Every salesperson.
It's what went to my mind,
Yep.
but I'm like, no, you can't do that.
No, every salesperson has a reactionary thing, and that's where they've learned that that's the reaction that they need to have to that question. Whereas that's why I like the question with a question thing, because like you've got to be able to think and come back and pull around.
Yeah.
And refocus.
Like you say, this thing grows if you give it wings.
It's
gonna fly.
Yeah, if you actually acknowledge it, then it becomes an actual issue. Man, I get so fired up about that, even with our sales guys here. If you acknowledge something, then it becomes an issue. And I'm not talking about ignoring things. We didn't ignore the issue.
No.
But we didn't acknowledge the fact that that's, oh, I'm so sorry you don't have any money. I mean,
Yeah, because even if you said that,
Yeah.
and then you asked me, well, you say you don't have any money, let's put a number to it. They can't.
No.
So I'm confident after the last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You guys agree with us?
It's done.
Come on, man.
done.
Come on, man.
All right, guys, beat the competition. Share this on Facebook.
Yep.
Tag a friend for a chance to win a ticket to 8% Nation. Don't live in your almost life. Don't live in your almost life. I almost had it all. I almost became a success. I almost had that big sale.
Right.
Don't live in that almost life. You have no cap. You have no ceiling. You are limiting yourself. The only limitation you have in your life is the limitations you put on yourself. I truly believe that. I know you believe that too. I've seen it in your life. I'm trying to do it in my life every day, trying to be better today than I was yesterday. And I'm probably going to end up hanging from that stinking bar at some point, that bar that you built.
That's right.
The hang bar.
You got to get you over there,
Because if you're doing it, I got to do it too, man. I got to figure out a way to beat you at it. So
I don't want to end, though.
Okay.
I want to show them something real quick.
let's do it.
I want to come back because I know that we got a couple other
Oh,
good things.
absolutely.
You guys got to stay with us. Check
Yep.
this out. I know you enjoyed this, the last 4 minutes. Just wait. 8% Nation. Seeing all this stuff. Getting to hear from these kind of people. I want to break down I want to break down both days real quick because a lot of people are asking me, hey, what am I going to get? What am I going to learn? Is it going to be worth it? Day 1 and day 2. Day 1 in the morning is all about becoming a marketing master. Hearing from some of the best marketing minds in the business. That's in the morning on day 1. And we'll make sure that that's the best marketing couple hours that you ever hear in your entire life. Day 1 afternoon, the PM version of day 1, is all about living an ideal life. Taking the life you have now and making it better than it is. Becoming a better you, living an awesome life. Getting to the life that is the most ideal and the life that you want. Day 2 gets even better. Day 2 AM. AM in the morning on day 2 before lunch is all about $1 Million Sales Summit. The specific sales strategies, tips, and techniques that you can use to blow up your brand, to become a freaking beast in this industry. Day 2 PM, we finish it off because day 1 PM, we finished with Tim Story and Ray Lewis. Day 2 PM is all about blowing up your brand, blowing up your business, and we finish with a couple of the best at it, Coach Michael Burt and Mr. Grant freaking Cardone, to finish off day 2. How about those couple of days for 8% Nation? I want to see you there. I want to hang out with you. I want to get to know you. And I know the value will be there. That I can assure you. Share and tag for a chance to win a free ticket right now. Share this and tag someone so you have a chance to win a free ticket. Do it on Facebook. I want to give away a ticket right now, but you got to go ahead and share this thing. Vince Papanalo from North Star is jumping on.
Hey, Vince.
He will be there.
What's going on,
Talking
Vince?
about how to freaking blow up telesales.
That's awesome. Very cool. So we talked about some real objections today. We did some role play. We did some
Yep.
really good quality, I believe, sales training. If you have an opportunity to give us a call, if you have a need, if you need leads, you need more opportunities, or you need coaching, or you need help with the effort end of it. I mean, like we talked about last week, it's all an equation of opportunities and
Completely.
effort, and your success is uncapped. Today we talked about the only thing holding you back is your limitations you put on yourself. Do we have?
So who is their competition?
They are their own competition. You're harder on yourself than anybody else is. You're also easier on yourself than anybody else is. You give yourself a break on all kinds of things. Oh, I'll do it later. I'll do it again, not tomorrow. You give yourself a break. We judge people.
Yep.
We judge other people on their actions, and we judge ourselves on our intentions. I meant to do that.
That's a good point.
I meant to be better today. I meant to read that book. I meant to listen to that sales training. We give ourselves a break all the time. We are our own worst enemies, but really it comes down to you have to be better than you were yesterday. That's my goal every day, is if I was just better than I was yesterday, I know that each day, and it's all going to add up to be more successful than I've ever been, and there's no cap to that. I've put my own limitations on myself over the years, and I've removed all those limitations to where now I know that there is no cap to my potential, and I believe that's the same for every salesperson. Sales is just a little bit more where you have to be self-aware, like Rance said. You have to know what you're good at, know what you need help with. But man, you can accomplish anything if you put your mind to it. So, good stuff, man. Anything else you want to? Did we leave anything out? It's a good show.
Think big.
See us again next week here on Facebook and YouTube. Wednesday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. This Friday we have the live show at 2 also. So check that out. Monday there's a live show. Man, we got a lot of good content, a lot of good things that we're giving you guys.
A lot of good stuff going on.
If you haven't watched before, check out our Facebook page, our website, our YouTube channel. There's a lot of good content in there. There's a lot of things that you put out that can really help these folks be better at what they're doing. So,
I want Ray Lewis to take us home, baby. That's what I want him to do.
Ray Lewis, man.
Ray Lewis makes me want to jump up and down.
I was talking to somebody the other day about the conference, and they're like, "Yeah, you mean you got Ray Lewis?" Yeah, Ray Lewis. Like, yes, like he could tackle us.
Yes,
It
that Ray
probably
Lewis.
will. Yes, that Ray Lewis.
Inducted like tomorrow?
Yeah, like it's just right.
Saturday, right? Saturday.
Saturday.
He's inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Hall of Famer.
Saturday, and literally during that time, he's also coming to speak in Nashville to you.
That's just awesome. So, Ray Lewis is going to take us out. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you again next time.
There's not a person on my team in 16 years that has consistently beat me to the ball every play. That ain't got nothing to do with talent. That's just got everything to do with effort. Nothing else.
First of all, I gotta make more money.
15 straight years.
Everybody agree with that? Do you gotta make more
12
money?
Pro Bowls later. If you won't know. I saw all of it. And the only thing that's kept me around is my effort. So when you put on this,
you will make a demand
all I
on
ever
the
knew.
you that you become.
because I wasn't the number one recruit, I wasn't the number one linebacker, I wasn't even in the media guy. All I ever knew was effort will get me seen
What
on
makes
tape.
me a credible source?
Effort
You how to
will
make
get me
$100
noticed to get to the league. Effort would one day take care of my mom and my kids. Effort, which is between you and you. Nobody else can give you effort. There's not a person on my team in 16 years